Welcome to episode 135 of the Vacation Kingdoms podcast, your ultimate guide to planning the perfect Walt Disney World vacation. Whether you're a first timer to Disney or a seasoned visitor looking for new adventures, this podcast is your go-to destination for all things Walt Disney World. My name is Connor Brown, and I'm a former Walt Disney World cast member, current Orlando local, and a seasoned travel agent specializing in Disney vacations. Through this podcast, I love being able to share my expertise and experience with you. Today on the show, we're talking Christmas time and the holidays at Walt Disney World. We need to get right into it because there's so much to talk about when it comes to holiday time at Walt Disney World. I'll be sharing all the unique experiences you can experience during the holidays at Disney and the new offerings coming to Walt Disney World this Christmas season. If you haven't been before, I'm telling you, this is the year to experience Walt Disney World at Christmas time. The vibes are just so great. It's my absolute favorite time of year. I love Christmas and I love the holidays in Walt Disney World. I wish I had like a Santa hat. I might have some on auxiliary somewhere. I don't know. There's nothing in grasp, so you're just getting my dapper self today. But no, even though I might not look the part, the theme today is Christmas time at Walt Disney World. I mentioned the vibes are just better, and it goes from the decorations, how the parks look, how the resorts look, the mood of the cast members, the additional enhancements, the extra shows, the fireworks packages, the food, the beverages, everything at Christmas time is better at Walt Disney World. I can promise you that. I mentioned just before, what really helps set the vibe are the decorations. And let's start park by park about saying when the decorations are going to be there and what new offerings and existing offerings each park has for Christmas time this holiday season. We got to start at the OG Magic Kingdom. When you think Christmas, you probably think Main Street, USA, and the Christmas decorations at Magic Kingdom are friggin' awesome. They are friggin' awesome. Those decorations we know will be up by November 8th. Why do we know that? Well, because November 8th just happens to be the first Very Merry Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party of the year. Of course, as that is a Christmas-based, separately ticketed event, we would hope that all the Christmas decorations are going to be up before that. So November 8th, by the very latest, all the Christmas decorations will be up at Magic Kingdom. We'll talk about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party in a little bit. Right now, let's focus on what you can experience during the day at Magic Kingdom. So those Fab 50 statues, those statues that were put into all the parks during the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World back in 2021, you still can, if you have a Magic Band Plus, go up to all those statues, wave at them, and then they'll say a little phrase, a little joke. They'll sing a little ditty about Disney World, maybe, or something incoherent, whatever it might be. Now, during the holidays, all those 50th Fab 50 statues will do something holiday related. Whether it's a holiday quote or a holiday song, I don't know. I'll be the first one to let you know what those might be come early November. I'll check it out for you. I'll be honest with you, the Magic Band Plus, waving at the statues, has a batting average of about, 50% of the time it works. The other 50% of the time, you're going to look like a wackadoo, a crazy person, flailing your arms about trying to make the Magic Band Plus work with this Fab 50 statue. But when it does, it says something cute, you go about your day, a little enhancement. That's one thing at Magic Kingdom to keep your eyes and ears peeled for. Another cool thing coming to Magic Kingdom is the Frozen Holiday Surprise on Cinderella Castle. So, as the name entails, Frozen, you're going to see characters like Olaf, Anna, Elsa, maybe some other fun Disney characters. And essentially what they're doing each evening is lighting up Cinderella Castle in all of its glistening beauty. So that's going to be a Cinderella stage show, a Cinderella Castle stage show out in front of the castle. Should be happening a couple times a night, I believe. Check the My Disney Experience app from the day you're there to see when it is taking place. Before November 8th, though, there's something coming to the Magic Kingdom. Jungle Cruise is reopening from a refurbishment, and it is reopening as the Jingle Cruise. If you haven't experienced this holiday overlay to the Jungle Cruise, it's a must-do. I love the Jungle Cruise. I love the puns. I love the dad jokes. I love the whole vibe about it. Jingle Cruise just enhances it even more with some holiday goodies. Again, you can see that any time of the day starting November 2nd. We go over to Epcot. Epcot, of course, has plenty of decorations, whether it's in World Celebration, World Nature, World Discovery, the new lands, the new neighborhoods in the front of Epcot, but also World Showcase. A lot goes on during the holidays. We'll talk about the Festival of Holidays in a little bit, but just know throughout the day, there's going to be various holiday things going on. But in World Showcase, each country decorates to whatever holidays they celebrate during this time. So the decorations are a little bit different than what you might be traditionally used to, but it's a come together moment. Come together of the world during Christmas time, during the holidays, with beautiful decorations. So Epcot is all decorated out, of course. If we go over to Animal Kingdom, I really like the decorations that Animal Kingdom brings out for the holidays. Starting November 12th, you'll be able to see the Merry Menagerie puppets, which are out in Discovery Island right in front of the Tree of Life. Basically what these are they're kind of white-looking puppets. They're manned by either one cast member or several cast members, and they're all creatures from the Arctic. So think of cold weather places, kind of in tune with the Christmas vibes. They're really pretty. They're cool. You can kind of interact with them. There's some music that goes along with it. They're out during various times throughout the day. You'll see different characters out there. So the Merry Menagerie puppets coming to Animal Kingdom starting November 12th. Also, Mickey and Minnie are in new holiday outfits in Animal Kingdom. If you enter the park like you normally do and you see the Tree of Life, if you go right, you'll see the outpost, the adventure outpost, where Mickey and Minnie meet just a little bit away from the Tree of Life on the right-hand side. That's where they're going to meet in their holiday fest. But that's not the only holiday-themed characters that you can meet. Santa will be at Animal Kingdom, at Restaurantsaurus in particular. At Dinoland USA, they have a whole new display, a whole new section where you can go and meet and greet with Santa Claus during the day at Animal Kingdom in Restaurantsaurus. And then at nighttime, the Tree of Life features Tree of Life Awakenings. So Animal Kingdom doesn't ever stay open too late throughout the year, but luckily, even though it's staying open for the same amount of hours, as the days get shorter, as we get closer to the new year, that means the sun goes down, the moon comes up, and they can do more nighttime activities at Animal Kingdom, the Tree of Life Awakening being one of them. This is a projection mapping show on the Tree of Life. It's holiday, it's Arctic kind of themed. It's really, really, really cool. I definitely suggest checking that out. Again, as the sun starts to go down, they do it about every 10 to 15 minutes interstitially on the Tree of Life. Let's go over to my favorite theme park. It's not just my favorite theme park during the year, regular part of the year. It's my favorite theme park during the holidays and Christmas time. Hollywood Studios. I love the vibe of Hollywood Studios, that 1920s old Hollywood, and the decorations fit with that motif as well. They still have that 1920s patina, I guess you could say. Not really, because it's not old looking, but it fits in with that old Hollywood vibe. So all those decorations that have been there for the last couple of years are coming back. But there's plenty of new stuff coming to Hollywood Studios for the holidays as well, which is really cool. Starting November 12th, there's actually going to be 3 new entertainment acts that you can see throughout the park. The first one is called Holiday Spirit Band, and it's a brass group. Brass group, I believe, is horns, right? Don't quote me. Oh, you know what it is? Brass means woodwind, Here we go. I might have failed music in elementary school, but I believe this is right. Woodwind means you have a reed, right? A wooden reed that you use to make music with the instrument, but a brass you don't. So there you go. So there's going to be a brass band called Holiday Spirit Band. Another music group coming to Hollywood Studios is the Seasons Jukebox. So per Disney, think of the pep of a collegiate marching band, but with some holiday music. So that's cool. And then the final thing that Disney says, and literally they just say this, Juggling Elves. That's the name of the third entertainment group, Juggling Elves. I guess you don't really need any other descriptors. It's the two things. There's elves that juggle, but Disney did go on to say they're going to do some comedy too, some other entertainment things. Either way, 3 new entertainment acts. That's pretty cool. I don't know where these will be. I would assume kind of throughout the main hub of the park there in the Chinese theater section of the park, but they might be strolling everywhere. I will say Juggling Elves, probably won't see them in Galaxy's Edge. Don't fit in the Star Wars canon as much as I would like them to. Toy Story Land will have decorations, though. Andy's backyard will be decorated in its holiday best, and some characters will be in their holiday best as well. Woody, Jesse, Buzz Lightyear, all going to be decked out for meeting and greeting with some holiday style. For the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along is going to have a special ending. So during the regular part of the year, the show goes on like normal. You'll still see that part of the show from start to end, but now during the holiday season, starting November 12th, you'll have a special ending after the show that is a holiday tag, a holiday themed ending. Best part about this holiday themed ending, Olaf. Olaf comes out on stage. He's not on stage during the normal show times, or I should say the normal showing of For the First Time in Forever, only during the special holiday time. The shows will still take place normally throughout the day. Check the My Disney Experience app to see when these shows occur, and just know that each show of the day will end with this special holiday tag featuring Olaf at the end of the show. As the sun goes down and the moon comes up, Sunset Seasons Greetings gets displayed on the Hollywood Tower Hotel on Sunset Boulevard. This is a projection mapping show that has a number of different shows that go on throughout the evening. Again, as the sun goes down, interstitially, maybe every 10 to 15 minutes, a projection mapping show will go up on the Hollywood Tower Hotel. It's really cool because usually during the regular times of the year, Hollywood Tower Hotel, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, it's the scariest ride in all of Walt Disney World. Probably next to It's a Small World. That's neither here nor there. But now, with it all adorned with Sunset Seasons Greetings, it's become one of the wholesome facades in all of Walt Disney World. The ride's still scary during this time, but the projection mapping is not. A lot of fun. Love it a lot. Disney Springs, believe it or not, has a few Christmas enhancements as well, including the Christmas tree stroll. There's like 20 Christmas trees all throughout Disney Springs that you can go around and look at all of them. You can actually pick up a map as you come to Disney Springs. You can make sure, check off each one that you see to make sure you see all of them. Some are just themed to the season. Some are themed more to specific intellectual property. You might see a Toy Story or a Pixar or a Star Wars themed tree. Nightmare Before Christmas themed tree is really cool. The Haunted Mansion themed tree from last year and years past. I really like that one a lot. Sometimes there might just be like a product tree, like a Disney Plus tree. And it's a streaming service themed tree. Synergy, I guess, is the reason. Synergy. But there's also one giant tree in Town Center, which is just kind of where you get off the buses if you take a bus from any of the Disney owned and operated resort hotels. Right there in the Town Center, around that giant Christmas tree, it snows nightly. That's right. You don't have to have a separately ticketed event purchased or anything like that. You can go to Disney Springs to experience snow every single night in Florida at Walt Disney World. It's pretty cool. Additionally, a lot of the restaurants throughout Disney Springs offer specialty food and beverages. So check the My Disney Experience app, check the menus for each of those places to see what they're offering. The decorations don't end with the theme parks. So the resorts are decked out to the nines and maybe even the tens as well. No matter what Disney owned and operated resort hotel you stay at, it will have Christmas and holiday decorations. Some a little bit more than others, but don't worry, no matter where you're staying, you're going to see some decorations, especially in the lobby and common areas of each resort. Some of the resorts even have gingerbread displays. I'm not just saying gingerbread houses because sometimes there's so much more than that. The Beach Club typically has their gingerbread carousel. The Boardwalk usually has something. Animal Kingdom Lodge has had something in the past. Contemporary has had something in the past. But the biggest one people always talk about is the gingerbread house display at the Grand Floridian. And this truly is a house. People are inside the gingerbread house selling gingerbread cookies. I know, how meta is that? Those typically come a little bit after, so think maybe closer to mid-November. Fingers crossed, maybe a little bit earlier. Disney hasn't fully announced the slate this year of those gingerbread houses, so stay tuned for that. But just know, if you have an off day and you want to resort hop, during the holidays is the best time to do just that. So let's go over some festive food, shall we? Like I said about Disney Springs, it kind of applies to all restaurants, whether they're sit down or quick service, and the resort hotels and the theme parks as well. Almost every single restaurant is going to have at least one specialty seasonal food or beverage item that they're going to offer for the holidays. So check the My Disney Experience app, or if when you're walking past restaurants, just check out the menu. See what seasonal stuff they have available. Some are really, really, really good. Another great place you can get a ton of delicious holiday delicious holiday delicacies, is over back at Epcot during the Festival of the Holidays. This is included with your park admission. So if you have a valid park ticket to Epcot, you get to experience the Festival of the Holidays and everything that it entails. Festival of Holidays runs from November 29th to December 30th, and there's 4 main components to the Festival of Holidays. The big main component during the evening is the candlelight processional. This is where Disney brings in celebrity narrators to tell the story of Christmas, of the baby Jesus, and they'll be backed by a choir of Disney World cast members singing various Christmas songs. This takes place at the American Gardens Theater in the American Adventure Pavilion in World Showcase. It's awesome. It happens several times each night. There's a variety of celebrity narrators coming back this year, include Josh Gad, Brendan Fraser, fan favorite Neil Patrick Harris, Whoopi Goldberg, and a new one this year, which I think is pretty cool, Ralph Macchio, will be giving the candlelight processional during select nights at Epcot. The Karate Kid himself telling the story of baby Jesus. What a world. What a world. Another entertainment opportunity is Joyful. Joyful is a gospel and R&B group. They have daytime shows that take place, sometimes into the evening as well, the early evening. Usually they take place at Port of Entry, which is the entry point to World Showcase if you're coming from the other neighborhoods of World Discovery, World Celebration, World Nature, those ones. It's kind of right there. They have a stage set up for Joyful. Back over in World Showcase, there's 2 components to the Festival Holidays that they offer. They offer the Holiday Storytellers, which basically in each pavilion, there's a storyteller that comes out. Sometimes it's someone that looks familiar, like Santa Claus or Saint Nick or, Father Christmas, someone like that. Other times they're totally different and they tell the story of the holidays in their country. their traditions, their customs, those sorts of things. One holiday storyteller that I'm telling you, you cannot miss, that is an absolute favorite of Connor Brown, is Barn Santa. You cannot miss Barn Santa. He tells the story over in Norway. Real class act, that Barn Santa. A delightful, delightful being he is. Barn Santa is not to miss. But also throughout the World Showcase, you can see the holiday kitchens, which offer up tasty grub based on holiday favorites from around the world. So traditional food served during Christmas time at all of the countries in the World Showcase. Compared to Food and Wine and Flower and Garden, I think that this offers the most unique set of food items. It's not the most robust, right? There's not like 30 booths. There might be 12 booths or something like that. So there's limited options. These are all separate purchase too, so you have to pay a little bit extra. But I really, really, really like it because it is so unique and it is so different. Flavors are great. Love me some Christmas flavors, that's for sure. The holiday kitchens can help with that. That's Festival of the Holidays. And Festival of the Holidays, again, is included with your price, with your ticket to Epcot. 2 specially ticketed events, again, that are an additional cost, are also taking place at Walt Disney World this year. We'll start with the OG, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at Magic Kingdom Park. This takes place select nights starting November 8th, running through December 20th, and it runs from 7 p.m. till midnight. You'll be able to get in the park starting at 4 o'clock. The park closes to get day guests at 6 o'clock, and the event officially kicks off at 7 o'clock. There's a lot of things that take place during the Very Merry Christmas Party. One thing that you cannot miss is the Once Upon a Christmas Time parade. There's usually 2 parade runnings throughout the evening. I love this parade. It's really cool. It's very long. There's a song that is bound to get stuck in your head, though, unfortunately, that plays during this parade. Once upon a Christmas time at Christmas. Doesn't make any sense. Once upon a Christmas time at Christmas. Kind of a redundancy, if you ask me. Nonetheless, fantastic parade. The toy soldiers are great in it. I love this parade. Typically, you can only see this during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. However, as you know, as I just said, the last Very Merry Christmas Party takes place December 20th. That's because the next couple of weeks after December 20th are the busiest in all of Walt Disney World. Christmas and New Year's week, or the week leading up to New Year's and New Year's proper, are probably the busiest week, the busiest singular week in all of Walt Disney World. They don't close the park early for Very Merry Christmas Party because there's so many people there. During the day, Festival of Fantasy, the traditional daytime parade, actually gets replaced with Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Again, that's only typically during Christmas week and the week leading up to New Year's. If you want to see it at any other time throughout this holiday season, you have to purchase a Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party ticket to see it. Another thing that takes place during the Very Merry Christmas Party is Minnie's wonderful Christmas time fireworks display. Spectacular display of fireworks. They use the perimeter fireworks, which basically means you feel like you're encompassed by fireworks, by pyrotechnics. It's really, really, really cool. Set to a very wonderful score as well. Another entertainment opportunity that goes on during Very Merry Christmas Party is Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration at Cinderella Castle. So on the Cinderella Castle forecourt stage, they call it, right in front of Cinderella Castle, is this show. You're going to see Mickey, you're going to see Minnie, you're going to see some other friends, maybe some other Disney friends from other films. It's just a cute little show. It takes place maybe like 5 times during the party. Check the My Disney Experience app or the map and times guide when you get there for the party. There's also plenty of rides you can experience during the Very Merry Christmas Party. Pretty much every single ride is open with reduced wait times when compared to daytime waits, but there's a select few rides that actually have special holiday overlays. I mentioned the Jungle Cruise that is becoming the Jingle Cruise. You can experience that during the day, but you can still also experience it during the Very Merry Christmas Party. But these other ones, you can only experience their holiday overlays during the Very Merry Christmas Party. That includes Space Mountain, which just kind of has a different soundtrack going when you ride it, a more holiday themed soundtrack, which is very cool. Tomorrowland Speedway, you kind of go through these unique lighting sets, I guess you could call them. The Mad Tea Party is a bit different, and Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor also has a holiday overlay. Also, throughout the park, there's specialty food and drinks that's only available during the party for a separate purchase, but included in your price of the Very Merry Christmas Party are the cookies and specialty beverages. Complimentary beverages, I should say. Those beverages are traditionally hot chocolate and hot cider. The cookies vary from stop to stop. They're all throughout the park. When you pick up a map, when you get to the party, I'll have treat trail locations there, or cookie stops, I guess you could say, for that. Hopefully it's not Florida hot, and you'll be able to actually enjoy that hot cocoa and that hot cider when you go. One great thing about Very Merry Christmas Party is Main Street USA not only being decked out with its Christmas best, but throughout the night, it snows. It snows on Main Street, which just is a beautiful, beautiful thing. There's no other word to describe it other than beautiful. It's awesome. Fantastic photos. Such a great, great, great scene. And you can experience it during the Very Merry Christmas Party. Currently, only one date, which is the first date of the year, November 8th, is sold out for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. But I do anticipate that many other dates, if not all of them, will sell out as we get closer. So definitely be sure to purchase your tickets if you haven't yet already. There's one other specially ticketed event that goes on in Walt Disney World. That's over in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Jollywood Nights is back. Jollywood Nights had its first run last year. I got to go and I had an absolute blast. I will say, last year being its first year, the first 1, 2, maybe 3 days of this event, they had quite a few hiccups as to be expected with a brand new event. I probably went on the 4th or 5th, maybe the 6th night it was offered, and I had an absolute blast. They definitely worked out the kinks from those first few iterations, and I hope it's only going to be better this year. It takes place select nights November 9th through December 21st. It's a 5-hour event running from 7:30 to 12:30 a.m. I believe you can only get in the park starting at 7, though, so time that appropriately. There's 3 shows you can see. Actually, there's 4 shows. There's a lot of entertainment. Let's call it that. There's a lot of entertainment that's available during Jollywood Nights. We'll start with Disney Holidays in Hollywood. This is a stage show that takes place in the Theater of the Stars, which during the day houses Beauty and the Beast live on stage. At night is the Disney Holidays in Hollywood during Jollywood Nights. The hosts of it are Kermit and Miss Piggy from the Muppets. Need I say more? That's worth the price of the ticket alone. But they're also joined throughout the show with other Disney characters. Several showtimes throughout the evening. Check the event guide when you get there to Jollywood Nights. There's also a other show called What's This? What's This? What's This? Which is Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. This takes place in the Hyperion Theater, which during the day features, for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along show. This is a sing-along as well, but to the songs from The Nightmare Before Christmas, it also features a very impressive Jack Skellington puppet that is massive. Again, several showtimes throughout the evening. Check the times guide when you get there. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam is a fireworks, pyrotechnic, laser projection show. All sorts of things. It's Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, Bam. Like Emerald says. Does he still say that? I don't know. I just watched an Emerald clip where he was making a roux on Instagram. Looked great for a gumbo. He didn't say bam one time then. But Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam takes place at Jollywood Nights, right in front of or on Disney's, the Chinese theater where Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome show. Not to be missed. You definitely want to check that out. If we go over to the Tower of Terror, specifically the exit of Tower of Terror, you will see the Twilight Soiree at the Tip Top Club. So think of kind of a 1920s jazz club vibe outside, kind of like with flappers, I guess you could say. There's a band there that sings songs with upright bass, drums. They're really, really, really good. And there's also a bar there that serves some really unique and interesting specialty drinks. A lot of fun there. A lot of fun at the Twilight Soiree. Over by the ABC Commissary, there is the Holiday Fiesta en la Calle, which is kind of like a Hispanic take on just a Christmas block party. They have a band there. Over there, you can get some traditional Hispanic holiday fare, like food for additional purchase. It's cool. People were vibing over there. They were dancing the night away. It was a lot of fun. But a new show is also coming to Jollywood Nights, which is very interesting. And this show is called Glisten. I'm going to read right from Disney's statement. Glisten is a stunning show on Hollywood Boulevard where international champion skaters perform breathtaking routines set to a vibrant holiday soundtrack, including original songs and Disney favorites like Be Our Guest and When You Wish Upon a Star. That sounds really, really, really cool. I'm interested to see how it plays out. But skaters? Ice skating? Is that what they mean on Hollywood Boulevard? I'm looking forward to checking that out. There's also plenty of favorite and elusive characters you can meet, especially in the Echo Lake area. So some characters you don't traditionally see will be out and about during Jollywood Nights. And you also have your fan favorite, the Fab Five, right? Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, Chip and Dale, but they have some really cool outfits that you can only see at Jollywood Nights. There's tons of unique food and drink offerings throughout the entirety of the park. I will give you 2 tips for Jollywood Nights. Even though it's a 5-hour event, those 5 hours go quick. So have a plan of what you want to do, what your must-dos are, and what your nice-to-dos are. Focus on doing your must-dos first, and then if you're able to get to some nice-to-dos, there you go. You're managing expectations. You're not running all over the place. You have a strategy. So know what shows, food, and attractions you want to experience. Prioritize those. And then anything else after that is gravy. Ooh, gravy. They do have a Thanksgiving spread there. That's one of the specialty food items. Another thing too, even though these events are expensive, budget, extra money, however much you want, because they can get a little carried away, especially with Disney food and cocktail prices. One other thing I forgot to mention, the Hollywood Brown Derby is kind of like a jazz lounge. It transforms into a jazz lounge with small plates and drinks. It goes very quickly. It's not reservations, but it's a walk-up list. You can do it through the My Disney Experience app once the party starts. But again, they go very, very, very quickly. No dates are sold out yet, but I do anticipate that some dates, if not all of them, will sell out as we get closer. So again, make sure you got your tickets if you're going to go to Jollywood Nights. Now you're probably thinking, Connor, that's great. I don't have a trip planned this year. I can't go. Au contraire, you can absolutely still plan a trip to Walt Disney World to take advantage of some or all of these awesome Christmas and holiday time specialties that are taking place at the parks and resorts. Not only is there still time to plan, there's still time to take advantage of some pretty awesome offers as well. Disney has a couple of special pricing offers that you can take advantage of. There's one for everyone, but I'm going to start with one specifically for Florida residents. If you're a Florida resident and you want to just come up or down to Walt Disney World for a little bit, Florida residents can save up to 30% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels for most Sunday to Thursday nights from October 6th to November 21st, and most nights November 24th to December 25th. Additionally, everyone, regardless if you're a Florida resident or not, can save on rooms this holiday season. Up to 30% off most nights November 24th to December 25th, And there's some other savings out there, up to 20% for most Sunday to Thursday nights from October 6th to November 21st. Plus, something that's really, really cool, if you combine this with a vacation package, which means you get the room discount and you add it into a vacation package where you add on tickets, you can get free park hoppers. So you get a park hopper ticket for the price of a base ticket if you take advantage of this offer with a room and ticket package that includes a 4-day or longer ticket. That's a pretty good deal. That is a pretty good deal. Of course, all of these offers have limited availability, limited resorts, and limited days. So be sure to check with your travel advisor for more info. I could be your travel advisor. By the way, reach out to me, Connor, C-O-N-O-R, at vacationkingdoms.com. And I can check availability for you if you want to take advantage of these special pricings and if you want to experience Walt Disney World during the holidays. There you go. So much is going on. I seriously mean it when I say Christmas time at Walt Disney World is my favorite time of the year. If you haven't gone, you gotta get here. So either reach out to me and we can start planning your trip for this year, or let me know if you want to go next year and we can start planning a trip as well. If you enjoyed today's episode and you are on YouTube, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow our handle at Vacation Kingdoms across the social medias as well. For those peeps listening on Apple, please be sure to subscribe and rate and review the show. Give us a 5-star review if you think we deserve it. And I'll be sure to read future reviews on the show as well. If you listen on Spotify, give us a 5-star review. Again, if you think we deserve it. And please click the follow button on the show page, as that will help us out on Spotify. If you like the show, please be sure to share it with someone you know who might be planning their next Walt Disney World vacation. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you are ready to book a vacation to Walt Disney World, like I said, I would love to help you do that. As the Director of Agent Development and a travel advisor with Keys to the Castle Travel, I'll help you find the best deals, answer any questions you have, and I'll be an advocate for you. Someone you can turn to for advice. And the best part is, me helping you with the booking of your trip is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a dime. Reach out to me at Connor, C-O-N-O-R, at vacationkingdoms.com, and I can help you book a trip. And of course, if there is ever anything I could ever do to help you out, I am more than happy to try and do so. Please send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. That will do it for this episode of the Vacation Kingdoms podcast. I've been Connor Brown, and until next time, keep LTD, living the dream, and I'll see you real soon.